Hi, my name is Lily Rose Myers, and I'm from Metis Crossing. Today I'm going to go down memory lane from Christmases past, from my childhood. Whoa, we're going way back. Put my cocoa down. Oh boy, that's a few years back. I got to think hard, dust my files off. You know how. When I think of my past Christmases, it's lots of good memories. I know on Christmas Eve was the biggest event of the year. We would all get excited and all planned for. And that's when my dad would hook up the team of horses, put the bells on, hook up the sleigh, but he'd put the box on the sleigh. We'd pack, blankets in there. We're heading off for midnight mass, so we didn't get to leave till evening. It was about a three mile drive with the horses. But that was so exciting. You get to eat, and then you're so excited. You're going somewhere, the midnight mass, and it's cold outside sometimes. Some winters were cold, some were not too bad. But we always knew we were warm and safe in the wagon. And the horses would be shaking, and you could hear the bells, and it's already getting dark, and you could see the stars out. And that was the most I can remember from my memories. That was some of the best memories. I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't I can remember, I was probably about 3 or 4. I was about 4 years old. First time that I can recall that far back. We would get all settled down. But Dad would take hay along for the horses at night, because they're tied up out. When we get to the church, they're tied up outside and they have to wait out. So they always had something to eat. So he'd always take hay, and of course that's what we got to sit on. We'd throw the blankets on the hay, and we're all bundled up, and away we'd go, and down the road we'd go, and I get to lay in the back and look at the stars going by, and down a country road, and you could hear the snow and the runners crunching on the snow, and it was it's so vivid in my mind right now. When we got to the church, there was a lot of people. That glass windows would be all lit up from the inside when you pulled up, and it was so pretty. And when you're a child, it stays with you. And even like today, I can still smell it. I can still hear it. And when we went inside, there was so many people, but I'd just be more interested, not so much in the people. I'd be more interested in all the pictures, all the candles that were lit, all the exciting things that were going on. And then the services would start, of course, and I can remember, but I would always, because you're young, you're tired, you're starting to fall asleep, and you're busy. Now the excitement is calming down a little bit, but you're all tucked in between your parents and your brothers, and you're going to fall asleep for sure, and you don't want to go to sleep. And because it's Christmas Eve, but that's the part that was the most vivid for me. It's not so much looking towards Christmas morning, but it's just that sleigh ride, and I'll never forget those sleigh rides. But after the service, midnight mass, then I would be bundled back and put back into the sleigh, and the horses would be ready and eager to go because they had a rest. And I remember that they'd be shaking, the bells would be just jangling on the horses, and you could hear the other sleighs around, other people talking and everybody. And then it would be on the road again, and we'd be going somewhere. Maybe it was over to Grandma's. She lived a little further up the road, so another mile or so. and we might go up there. Some Christmases we just turned around, went straight home. Other times we went to Grandma's house. So, but when we got there, sometimes I remember there was a couple times we went to a friend's place or somebody's place, and there was music and a lot of people talking. But this time I just know that I got to play for a while, and then I went off to bed. And I remember I was laying on a bed with lots of coats and blankets, and I'd fall asleep. Wake up next morning, I was at home. My dad would bundle me up and put me in the sleigh, and away we'd go home. And I don't remember the ride home. That was it. We always had a lot of food. My mom and dad, like my mom especially, she raised turkeys. So we always had turkeys for Christmas. That was a standard for us. We had, most times we ate wild game, deer, moose, wild rabbits. I'd go with my dad and we would snare rabbits. So we had a variety of meat, but come Christmas, it was always the turkey. There's a lot of other things I can recall, like in the wintertime, we'd look at I also loved looking at the windows. We used to have, because we had a lot of moisture in the house, right, for boiling, foods and stuff, we would have what they call your frost angels on the window. And sometimes you'd get those feathers, and just some of them would look like leaves. Oh, I remember those. And it was always my favorite, so I wouldn't let my brothers near that was my windows. Don't touch my angels. Just don't like frost angels. There was a lot of things that I enjoyed. We went outside lots in the wintertime, and Christmas was spent mostly outside. We lived on a farm, and I loved to go. And if we had friends come over, neighbors' kids come over, we would go to the barn, and we would go up in the loft and jump out of the loft onto the hay pile. And we were allowed at that time, but the rest of the time of the year, my dad, no. But Christmas time was a special time, so I guess, he looked the other way. But we used to it was so much fun just to jump down onto the hay. I mean, stop and think about it. It's kind of dangerous too, but it was a lot of fun. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed my travel down to memory lane for my Christmases in the past. And you have a Merry Christmas. And I wish you all the best, and stay safe. And thank you for joining me. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure sharing with you. Thank you.